Welcome to Trimester 2 Notes. We'll be beginning with Lesson 28, but we want to make sure with your new folder that you have your heading on the front. Please put your name and number. My number's pi. Okay, and then also on the first page, in case something were to get ripped out or misplaced in some way, it's important to put your name as well, first and last, in cursive. All right, so we're going to begin with Lesson 28. So that is multi-step word problems. We're doing all 4 operations now: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Pages 3 and 4. So it's at the very beginning, pages 3 and 4. Okay, so we're looking at 4th grade OA.A.3. I can use what I know about addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division to solve multi-step word problems involving whole numbers. Language objective. I can use vocabulary related to addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division to explain how to solve word problems. Social objective. I can work with others to create models to prove the solution to the word problems. So here's some words that may indicate that you're going to divide. Per, into equal parts, split so many ways, out of, halved, divided by, over, ratio, fraction, split, half, quarter, quotient, shared equally, out of, for each. So any of those words or phrases may indicate you are dividing. So here's a couple of examples. I have 45 yards of red fabric and 72 yards of blue fabric. So you may be looking at, if it's multiplying, here's an example of multiplying. I cut each yard of red fabric into 3 rectangles. How many rectangles do I make? So whole amount, the total, I don't know. That's what I need to find. I know I have 3 groups, and I'm going to have so many in each one. So 45, 45, 45. So I'm going to have, or I could have 45 and put 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 in all of them. It's easier to use this commutative one to write. So 45 times 3, I'll end up with 135 rectangles. I don't know the total amount here, and I'm doing equal groups, so I'm multiplying. Here, though, we are looking at division. I make 6 equal piles of blue fabric. How many yards of fabric are in each pile? Well, I know how many yards of blue. There's 72. And I'm going to put 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to divide it into 6 equal pieces. 72 divided by 6 is 12. There's going to be 12 yards in each pile. I did know the total, and I was making equal piles, so it was division. All right, so now we're going to look at some examples of word problems, multi-step word problems. We're going to use our cubes. So remember, cubes stand for, it's our way to annotate our word problems here. So C stands for circle our numbers. Mr. Pellin bought a book for $10. He also bought some notepads for $4 each. If Mr. Pellin spent a total of $34, how many notepads did he buy? So we circled our numbers. We're going to underline our question. We're going to box keywords. So we have total of what he spent. He bought notepads. He bought a book, one book, a book, and some notepads. Doesn't tell us how many. We need to figure out how many notepads. How many notepads did he buy? Okay, E in cubes is eliminate any unnecessary information. There's nothing to eliminate. And then S is solve. So first, find out the total amount spent on notebooks. We don't know that yet. We know the total amount spent is $34. So since we know the total, we're going to either subtract or divide. Well, the book is $10. Notepad, that's what we're trying to figure out. So the total spent is equal to the book and all the purchased notepads. So spent equals our book plus our notepad. How much did we spend? $34. How much was the book? $10. Well, what plus 10 equals 34? Or, using our inverse operation, 34 take away 10 is 24. There's 24 total dollars spent on notepads. So first we had to figure out what was spent on notepads. And now we can answer the question that's asked. How many were bought? So the second step is use the price of one notepad to find out how many were purchased. Well, I know that I spent a total of 24. And then I know that each one cost $4. So since I know the total, I'm either going to subtract or divide. Since the notepads are equal costs, I'm making equal groups, I'm going to divide. So it'd be $4 and $4 and $4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So using what I know helps me to figure it out. So it's the amount purchased is equal to the total price purchased by the cost of one. So my total amount, how many I purchased, is my total price, which is 24, divided by the cost of 1. So 24 divided by 4 is 6. So to answer the question, how many notebooks did he buy? Mr. Pellin bought 6 notepads. We have to make sure we have all the information we need to get to the answer, and if we don't, we may have to do a few different steps to get there. Next one. Millicent had 426 inches of ribbon. She made 30 bracelets, each using 7 inches of ribbon. How many inches of ribbon does Millicent have left? So she wants to know how many are left. This is what she has. This is what she made. And each one is using this amount. So do we know the total inches used? No. We know how much she has, but we don't know how many she used. So we're going to either add or multiply. When we don't know the total, we add or multiply. Since we're making equal groups, we're joining together equal groups, then we're going to multiply. So the total ribbon used is blank bracelets at so many inches each. So we have 30 bracelets at 7 inches each. So the total is bracelets times inches. Total is bracelets times inches. So 30 times 7, the placeholder moves it over a place. 3 times 7 is 21. So for those 30 bracelets, 210 inches of ribbon were used. So all these sevens, there's 30 sevens there. join together and make 210. So now that we know how much is used, we can figure out how much is left. Second, find out how much ribbon is left. Do we know the total amount she had to begin with? Yes, 426. How much did she use? We just found that out. That's 210. And then that difference here between what she has and what was used is going to be our answer of what is left over. So here, the ribbon used and ribbon left over equal total amount of ribbon. So the total is equal to used ribbon plus leftover ribbon. So total is 426. Used is 210. What plus 210 equals 426? Well, we can use our inverse operation to find that difference. Now, you may need to write this vertically to solve, and that's okay. More on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. And we get 216 as what is left over. Millicent has 216 inches of ribbon left. Okay, here, room 209 earned 16 points on Monday. Doesn't really matter what the room is, so that's kind of extra information. This 209 could end up tricking us to think it's part of it when it's just the room number, but we're looking at points. Earned 16 points on Monday, and the rest of the week they earned an equal amount each day. If they earned a total, so we do know our total, of 52 points this week, how many points did they earn on Tuesday? Well, first we have to figure out, because we know that what they earned on Monday, and then the rest were equal amounts, but we don't know what that amount is. So first we have to find out how many points were earned on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, those 4 days. So total points was 52. When we know the total, we're going to either subtract or divide. Monday was 16, probably not going to be equal amounts, so we're going to subtract. The week's points are equal to Monday added to the rest of the week. So the total equals Monday plus the rest of the week. To find our inverse operation, use our inverse operation to help us find the answer. Now, you may need to write this vertically to help. Oops. I don't know why I wrote that line there. So here I have more on the floor. Go next door. Regroup 10 more. 10 plus 2 is 12. So I took that 10 from here. So I have 40 plus 12. That's the same as 52. 12 take away 6 is 6. 4 take away 1 is 3. So that means that R is equal to 36, where 36 is equal to R. 36 points were earned for the rest of the week. Well, now, since we know what was earned for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we know those were equal amounts, we can now solve for Tuesday. We know the total, so we're going to subtract or divide. And since we're making equal groups, we're going to divide. Points per day are equal to the total points divided by the days left in the week. So our total points, 36, divided by how many days are left, which is 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So on Tuesday they earned 9 points, Wednesday 9 points, Thursday 9 points, and Friday 9 points. So the class earned 9 points on Tuesday. We always want to make sure our answer matches our question. All right, so we've done word problems before. We're just adding in the operation of division. So those multi-steps, make sure we're solving all those different steps. Now let's go ahead and do our 3-column notes with part 2.